Hi, I'm Chef Neil. Welcome to these GSD family recipes. This is VitaFlow USA. We're going to cook you some magnificent food today. So the first thing we're going to do is make a really beautiful cauliflower pizza. It's really simple, a little bit of technical bits that we have to look at, but they are well worth it. Just look at that pizza. It is unbelievable. Cauliflower base, really easy to do. So the first thing you need to do is to get your cauliflower, Get your cauliflower and just pull it apart into there. So I've preheated my oven to 350, so that's sitting there. Next thing I'm going to do is just take my blender and I'm just going to put it on a low power, put the cauliflower in there, and I'm going to blend it so it goes to like a paste. And then once we've done that, we're going to put it through a cloth. You can either use a cheesecloth or you can use a tea towel. And what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze the water out there. That's really important that we do that. All right, so we just put all the cauliflower into there. This may take a little bit of time, but it is an easy thing to do. There we are, lid on, to low power. There we go. There it goes. Down it goes. Make sure that you don't put your hands in the machine when it's running. Just let it give it a shake. There you go. Yeah, please think about this the whole time. Make sure the machine's switched off. Okay, have a little look in the top. There we go. And what you can see is the cauliflower has crushed down into like a paste. There you are. Can you see that? There you are. That's what you're looking for. Okay, now, cauliflower contains quite a little bit of water, so we need to put it through a cloth. So we need to squeeze the water out. So we'll put the cloth in there and put the mixture into the middle. Like that. Make sure you scrape it all out. There you go. Look at that. Nice and smooth. Really simple to do. Okay. If you don't have a big blender like that, you can use a little hand blender. Okay, and if you use like a little hand blender, just do small amounts at the time. Yeah, don't try to do it all in one big thing, but make sure it's like a long cylindrical thing if you come to do it. Then just pull the cloth together like that, take it, and then start to squeeze like that, and you can see the liquid coming out of it. You've got to tie it really tight because we want to get as much liquid out of there as we can. Okay, it's amazing how much liquid comes out of there. Can you see that? So the liquid's out, so we're left with the dry ingredients into there. So we just take our bowl and we just push all the cauliflower into the bowl. And you can see how dry it is now. Okay, now that's the most important thing about that recipe, is to make sure. And just break it down. See how nice and smooth it is? There's no big lumps of cauliflower in there as well. So the next thing we're going to do is add ourselves a little salt into there. Okay. We add ourselves a little pepper into there as well. I've got myself some nice herbs into there. They go into there as well. Okay. I've got myself some onion into there as well. I've got myself the garlic, the most important bit, to give the flavor into there. Okay. And then I'm going to put myself my mozzarella cheese into there. Okay, make sure it's grated and just float it around the top. Okay. And then put my Parmigiano into there. Going to put my 2 eggs. Pop them in. And then I'm just going to combine all the ingredients together, and it'll come to like a sticky dough in there. Okay, look at that. Okay, it is a nice, simple, easy recipe. So there you are. That's your dough. See how it's just come together? The eggs will bind it, so when it cooks, the eggs will come together, hold it together, and we'll get that nice crust on the pizza. Okay, there we are. Now, I've got myself a little tin. You can use any type of tin here. I like it like a little flan type of tin like this, or you can use, there we are, and then I'm just going to push the mixture into there. Okay. And then I'm just going to press it down around the tin. Okay, so I put like There you are. So this is like a non-stick tin. If you wanted to make a thinner base, you can make it thin base, or you can have a little bit of a thicker one like we're going to have here. The smell of the garlic and the oregano is just unbelievable coming off this recipe here. So that's the base of the pizza. Okay, nothing hard about that. Really simple to do. Okay, so you're going to bake that in the oven once we get the topping on. All right, so I've got my marinara sauce. I'm going to put that on there. I'll show you tomorrow how to make that. It is really simple. The flavors of the fresh herbs out of that one are really nice, and just spread it over the top. Okay, there you go. Oh, look at that. There you go. Look at that color. Yeah, really looking good. Okay, and then cheese. There we go. Just take the cheese and spread it over the pizza. Okay, so this is a really low carb pizza here. There you go. Really tasty as well. Okay, so we've got nearly all the basic ingredients in there. We've got lovely herbs, we've got lovely cheese as well. Okay, next thing is I've got my broccoli, and I'm just going to put the broccoli onto there. Okay, I like to cut mine and make mine a nice little pattern. I think it's a chef thing I've got here. Okay, I like everything to be on the plate. I like everything to be like looking good on the plate. I've got my mushrooms. There we are. Just stick them on there. There we are. Okay, got to make sure there's a mushroom left on the plate as you can. Okay, look at that. Okay, it is quite a quick recipe to do. Okay, so this is going to cook for about 40 minutes in the oven. And the final thing is, I've got myself a nice little bit of fresh basil. I'm going to keep a little bit of this when it comes out, just to sprinkle it over the top. There we are. And then I'm going to put it into the oven. I'm going to bake it for 40 minutes. And I'll end up with a beautiful pizza. So this is one I made earlier. And as you can see, it is a really nice looking pizza. Nice plate, maybe. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, looking good. And that is how to make a GST pizza. Simple and really easy to do. Okay, maybe we should make something a little bit different here as well. You know, let's just stick on the whole theme of like everything in the bowl together. So brownies are really a lovely thing to make. Now, the first time I made this recipe, I saw it and I thought to myself, this isn't going to make a brownie. But hey ho, it makes the most brilliant brownies out. So we've got our black beans. We put them into there. You're going to need a hand blender for this one as well. Okay, and then I've got myself an avocado. Okay, so I've cut the avocado in half. Okay, I want it slightly ripe. I don't want it too hard. And then I'm just going to take it out. I just want the flesh. Put that into there like that. Okay, and then I'm going to add in my cocoa powder. So this is cocoa powder, not drinking chocolate. It's cocoa powder into there as well. Okay, I'm going to put in my erythritol sugar. Okay, so this is a little bit different for us in the UK. So your measures are slightly different to ours in there. Okay, and then I'm going to put in my baking powder, my bicarb. See, this is a really easy recipe. Probably the best thing is the vanilla extract into there. There it goes. I've got a little bit of salt into there, and I've got myself some coconut oil into there as well. Okay, you see all these recipes, just simple. Everything just goes into the bowl. Take my egg. Okay, the only thing I'm not going to add into here is the almonds at this point. Sorry, is the walnuts at this point. Okay, because I like to fold them in to keep them a little bit whole, so it has like a little bit of body to it as well. And then I'm just going to take my blender. It's the fun part. Okay, just a little handheld blender, and then just mix it. And it'll go to like a paste in there. Get that avocado down. So if you've got kids and you want to teach them to cook a little bit, this could be a really nice thing for them to do. Yeah. I'm just going to bring it down. So what you're looking for is you're looking for all the beans to be nice and smooth in there as well. You also want to make sure the avocado is pushed down into there as well. Okay. So the oven is set at 250 for this one. Okay, there we are. Sorry, 350 at this one. Okay. Well, let's get everything off the bottom of that. Move that away. Over to there. Just get rid of that. And then stir it around to make sure that all the mixture is in the bowl, is into the center. Okay, just make sure it's nice and smooth like that. And then just take your walnuts and sprinkle them over the top, okay? And then you're going to fold them into there. You don't want to whisk them in there because you don't want to break them up too much. You just want to fold it into there so they get evenly spread throughout the whole mixture. Okay, look at that. There we go. Okay. Now you can use a brownie tin, or you can use like a little circle tin as well. Okay, I've got that mine just lined slightly there as well. And then I'm just going to take the mixture and just pour all the mixture into there. Just scrape it. Okay. So what you could do here is get some sugar-free chocolate, yeah? And then break the little chips up and spread them over the top. So you're going to bake this in the oven for 30 minutes. Okay, and when it comes out, it is the most beautiful brownie there as well. So just spread it right up to the edge of the tin. Okay, you get 16 portions out of this. Okay, look at that. Okay, so when I saw this for the first time, I thought, nah, it's not going to work. I'll show you one I made earlier. It's unbelievable brownie. It's nice and soft in the middle as well. There we go. So we're just going to put that into the oven. There we go. On that shelf there. So again, it's this thing. This one I made a little earlier. So look at that brownie. Yeah. So the one you could put some chocolate chips on the top of there, and then cut into it. And what you end up with is a really nice brownie, which is suitable. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Really simple, really easy to do. So, cauliflower, brownie, what more can you want? It gets better. We're going to make some bread now. Okay, we're going to make some little bread buns. I'll just put that over there. Okay, so this one here to make the bread buns is a really nice little recipe. So, we need some egg whites. We need some psyllium husk, okay? So psyllium husk may be a little bit strange to some people, never seen it before. So you can buy it in Trader Joe's, you can buy it in Whole Foods, you can buy it in health food shops. And psyllium is just like a fiber, so it adds a little bit of body into the mixture. So normal flour has a lot of gluten in there, and which makes it really stretchy. The psyllium husk makes it like that as well, but there's no gluten in it at all. It just makes it really nice and fibrous in there as well. Got some almonds, okay, got ourselves a little salt and pepper, a little bit of baking powder, a little bit of vinegar. I'm just going to put this in the microwave for about 10 seconds just to heat it up. So the downfall of the psyllium husk is that you need hot water to make it expand, so that's what it's in there for. So you put your almonds into there, okay, you put your baking powder, your salt, okay, and your psyllium husk into there. And then you just mix it together like that, okay? So you take your egg whites and you add your vinegar into there and you just give it a stir. So there are 4 egg whites in there, okay? And then you mix that into there like that. And then you just stir it until it goes into a paste, okay? These are really nice little bread buns. You can make little dough balls out of these as well. You can make yourself a little flatbread. Once you can make this mixture, you can make absolutely anything. Okay, so you can see how it's just gone together. We just wait for that water to go nice and hot. There we go, and we pour the hot water in. So I've got the oven already preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, just so we put the hot water in there, and we just stir. And what happens is, the mixture may look a little bit sloppy, but what happens in a couple of seconds, the psyllium husk will start to swell up and pull it together. There you go. Can you see that now? So just stir it in there, and this is the mixture. So there you are. So you can see how it's just come together. And that's the psyllium husk. It's binding it all together. It's soaking the water up there, and it's going to give us a really nice textured bread bun as well. Okay, so there we go. So that's that. So remember, psyllium husk, Trader Joe's. You can get it in there. You can also get it in Whole Foods. You can buy it online as well. So you look for the psyllium husk. You're only using a small amount, okay? Try not to get the purple psyllium husk, okay? There is a purple one, and you'll end up with purple bread, and it doesn't work as well. So once you get into that type of texture there, you'll just move it around, okay? Sometimes I just spray my hands with a little bit of oil, okay? I'll get the lid off. There we go. Just rub them. There you go. And what it does, it just stops it sticking to my hands. And then you can roll it into a nice little ball. That's the chef's tip for today. Yeah. So when you make these, just put them into there. Okay. It's really nice and simple. And it makes lovely 6 little bread buns like that. There you go. Okay. Yeah, it's an easy thing to do. Okay, I really like this recipe. I think it's really simple and it's really easy to make. And again, all these bread buns here can be frozen, so you can make them, put them into the freezer, and you can freeze them. We've used that many a time. There we go. There we go. I'm going to put a little bit more on that little end one. I was mean to it. I didn't give it very much. See how they just roll? So if you wanted to make like a longer roll, you could do that. If you wanted to make a flatbread, it's exactly the same way in there as well. If you wanted to add a little bit of herbs and spices into here, the mixture, you could do that at the same time as well. Okay? Look at that. Aren't they fantastic? So as you can see, some really nice little simple bread buns. Okay, into the oven they go. Let me just give my hands a little wet. Bread buns take about 20 to 25 minutes to bake. They'll come out, they'll look absolutely brilliant when they come out. So your bread buns will end up looking like that. Okay, so you can see what they look like. They're really nice as well. Something simple. So in one little video, I've shown you how to make the most fantastic pizza, the best brownie in the world, and some beautiful bread buns as well. Look at those. There you go, all GSD friendly as well. That's the best thing. So from me, I hope you're enjoying your conference and having a great time. From VitaFlow USA, remember we're always here for you. And if there's anything else we can do for you, please get in contact with us. Chef Neil, look forward to seeing you again. Be safe.